STLTV Live, I'm Sarah Thompson. He has shared the stage with such notables as The Temptations and Steve Ewing of The Urge, and he just released his latest album called Future Vintage. I'm joined by the very talented Jesse Gannon. It's always good to see you. Good to see you on stage. Good to see you here in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
So you've got a new album coming out.
Indeed.
Yeah, so tell me about it.
Oh, it's been a work in progress. It's finally finished, and I'm really glad about it. It's called Future Vintage. Has several people, mostly St. Louis musicians on it. Many musicians on it. About 13 or 14 or so.
13 or 14. Oh, collaborations.
Yeah, yeah.
Each track, or?
Yeah, different. Drummers, bass players. The horns are tremendous players. It's a great album.
So I see you around town all the time. For people who might not be familiar with your music, tell me about what you play. You're also a singer, songwriter, but tell me about on the instrumental side too.
I'm a pianist, keyboardist, and for hire, I guess you could say, freelance musician. I play a lot of side projects.
You just played down Soldiers Memorial with some local bands as well.
With Superhero Killer, we opened for The Urge. For about 10,000 people. That was awesome. We played with Matthias and the Pirates, who just released an album as well.
So with Future Vintage, tell me about what is the style of music? What is it? How would you describe it? Adjectives to describe it.
There's a lot of good beats. It's funky, soul jazz. Great.
Must buy. I mean, because you play
life-changing.
I mean, you play with so many musicians, and I mean, you are extremely talented, and you do play with a lot of folks here locally. So, I mean, do you feel that there's confusion sometimes about your style of music? Like, how would you describe your style?
Difficult to categorize. I'm trying to find who likes it so that I can.
Well, what are your inspirations? Who are some of your inspirations?
I'd have to say. Donny Hathaway is a big influence. I'm a fan of Steely Dan, Harry Connick Jr., Nat King Cole. A lot of jazz musicians, and D'Angelo, Prince, soul, 70s rock.
And so does that directly translate? Like when you're writing music and thinking of a song, I mean, how does that work in that process creatively? Are you like, oh, I want to do a song that reminds me of this, or what kind of inspires you even with this new album?
Sometimes I haven't written a song that has this kind of feel, so then I decide to do something with that feel and try to make it work, and then usually I'll put lyrics on that, or sometimes I have subject matter and have some sort of melodic idea and then add the feel onto that.
So are there some love songs on the album?
There are some love songs. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff on there, though. There's some introspective stuff.
So do you find locally, too, that you have to, I've always been surprised over the past several years how many local musicians are really doing a lot of music videos. I mean, these days when it's pretty accessible, I mean, is this something, too, when you launch this album that you're like, okay, I'm going to have to do a video for this song, or is that any of that in the works? Are you going to do anything like that?
Yes. Well, I had a video, and I'm still going to do a video. And the week that was going to happen, I got in a car accident, and I had to cancel that because I got whiplash, and I couldn't.
Could not do the video,
yeah, right. So that's still in the works, and video is very important, I think.
Okay,
and
so
I'd love to have some.
Yeah, video is very important, and it's great that people are really utilizing that. You don't have to have these huge budgets. But I want with the album, where can people find the album if they're interested in buying it?
They can go to bandcamp.com and search for my name, Jesse Gannon, which is Jesse. There's no I. I tried to search it with an I, and it won't come up.
And they can also go to your website, jessegannonTruth.com, or go to your Facebook page or Twitter, follow you on Twitter, see you have links to where you can purchase the music.
Right. I'm posting on Facebook constantly. You can't look on there without seeing the album embedded.
Well, thank you for being here. I know we can see you all over town. I mean, whether it's at the Gramophone or Lola or different places. So people should go to your website to find that out. But yeah, well, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the sales, the popularity with the new album. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more STLTV Live right after this. But first, here's a look at today's featured Hot Job, brought to you by Slate and Missouri Workforce Development.